Christmas is a festival full of ideas. I'm Chris Hudson. Martyn here has been really interested in collecting nativity sets from around the world.
That's right.
But this isn't.
It's
What is it?
Not quite what you expected. It's not the nativity set that you see in the shops, or perhaps you've got one at home. I better find out where it's from first of all. So before we look at the front part, if I go to the back, there's a shape here, a symbol. You recognise that
It's a cross.
the Christian cross, but it's got an extra cross piece down the bottom here, and this would be typical of the crosses in the Orthodox Church in Eastern Europe, particularly, and in Russia.
Yeah.
And that's where Jesus' feet were
A footrest.
A footrest on the cross, and there's sometimes an extra bar at the cross as well at the top.
Okay.
But this is it's from Russia. It's from Russia. But here you see on the front. This is Christmas because this is Mary, and Mary is holding on to the baby Jesus, just been born, and it's a very beautiful picture of Mary that you would normally see in a painting.
Yes,
and they're called icons.
Now, an icon I've heard is sort of like a window.
It is. It's a way of painting the story of Jesus and the Christian faith, so that you can see it without words. You can see the story in the painting.
Because I've seen people go into Orthodox churches and they're treating the icon. It's a place where they pray. They're thinking very, very hard.
It helps them come close to God. It helps them see into the Christmas and the Christian story. So looking at Mary with the baby Jesus, they're remembering the nativity moment. It's very important. But you might have guessed, Ray, this is like a babushka doll.
It's babushka.
Yeah,
babushka.
So there's other things inside.
So let's see.
If we take off the top, we get another figure here. And this, of course, is...
Yeah, it's Jesus.
Christ. It's Jesus. That's very recognisable from most icons, you can see. So
if you can stand him up there for a minute. What's that thing with the hand?
This is typical of most icons. He is giving us a blessing, a threefold blessing in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
Three parts of God.
All right.
So he's giving us a blessing, and so the baby is grown up now. So this reminds us that the nativity story is the beginning of a story. The baby grows up and becomes Jesus, the man. But that's not the end of the story either. So we move on, and we'll see what comes next. Oh, here we go.
And that is...
interesting.
Who or what?
Well, I do know this from Russia. This is actually Saint Nicholas. St. Nicholas was an important hero, a saint of the faith, a very important saint of the Orthodox Church. He's someone who told others about the Christmas story, the Christian story, the story of Jesus.
Hold it, St. Nicholas. That's the one.
Yes.
Saint Nicholas, Santa Claus.
Saint Nicholas.
Right. That's where
Saint Nicholas is the origin of the Santa Claus figure,
right. Okay. All right.
the Father Christmas figure.
All right,
so it is to do with Christmas in a big way.
Okay.
So he passed the story on. He loved children in particular as part of his story. And then we move on to another. Now I wonder who we've got now.
Who's that?
Well, a young man.
Have we no idea who that is?
We don't know. This could well be someone that St. Nicholas told the story to. Someone that grew up hearing the stories from him, the stories that he took from the Bible stories, who started with the Christmas story, and it carries on. There's other people also hearing this story as we get smaller and smaller.
And that's the end, isn't it?
And this is a tiny one here at the end. So
is that a she? Is that
that's a girl.
Could be a
isn't
girl.
it? That's a younger
so we've got
girl.
a boy and a girl.
So we've got two people here who are receiving the story from others. They are inheriting it. It's becoming their story. And Christmas is being talked about.
But I notice that the halo, the gold, is on them as well.
It is. So the story gives us a new understanding of God, so that we can begin to glow with God in a sense. We can also have that experience of sharing in the big God story. So these could be you and me. They could be us today. So we've taken a story that's been passed right down through the stories that we have written down, but also painted, through the heroes that told it, right through to people today who hear it. So I wonder how the story gets passed down like this today.
I just wonder, what's the most powerful bit about the Nativity story to you that you would talk about it to somebody else?